Hello friends, welcome to Sri Agarwal Academy. I Ratan Agarwal welcome you to today's session. Today we are going to learn about a very important theorem called 30-60-90 theorem. We will study the theorem and its converse. I would like to tell you that every theorem has certain things. Before I tell you theorem, like some popular theorems which we study are Pythagoras theorem, Apollonius theorem, such theorems are there. So basically what is a theorem? A theorem is a mathematical statement, a statement which has a universal acceptance. Everyone has accepted it because it is proved, it has a proof and you can verify it. So such a statement which is provable, which is accepted by everyone, is called a theorem. Very popular theorem which we start learning from 5th, 6th standard, 8th standard is Pythagoras theorem about right triangles. So today we are going to learn about a theorem called 30-60-90 theorem. So simply pay attention and you will love it. This theorem and the next theorem which I am going to take are useful in finding the sides of a triangle when some side is given, provided the angles of the triangle are 30, 60 and 90. It's a special triangle. It's a special right triangle. So now let us understand 30, 60, 90 theorem. 30, 60, 90 theorem. Let us have a triangle. This is a right triangle ABC. This is 30 degrees. This is 90 degrees. So the remaining angle has to be 60 degrees. So this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. I hope you are understanding. Angle sum property of a triangle says sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So one right angle is already to be taken because it has to be a right triangle. Another angle we take as 30 degrees. So the third angle has to be 60 degrees. If you take this as 90 and this as 60, this is the remaining angle of a triangle, 30 degrees. Now, in this right triangle, you know that AC is the longest side because it is opposite to the largest angle. It is called hypotenuse, H for hypotenuse. Now, what does this triangle say? What does this theorem say? This theorem says, I am first telling you the theorem, 30-60-90 theorem says, in a 30-60-90 triangle, the side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse. The side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse and the side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. The side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse and the side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. This is the theorem. I am writing the theorem. I will show it in the diagram and we will prove it here, how it comes. So first of all, I write theorem, statement, in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, you know how I am writing triangle, that is allowed, triangle, the side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse and the side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. This is the theorem. I am reading. In a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse and the side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. So, I would write that here. if this is hypotenuse h, this will be half the hypotenuse because it is opposite to 30 degrees, and the side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. Now you can also verify that AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. That will also happen. No issues. Now once this theorem is learnt, is studied, our next logical step would be, sir, how does it come?
Everyone.
Prove it. So if you want to prove it, we can do that. So let's do the proof. Given, what is given to us? We have been given in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees, angle C is 30 degrees, and angle A is 60 degrees. This is given. What is to be proved? To prove that, क्या prove करना है सर? To prove that, क्या प्रूव करना है? AB is half of AC and BC is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. ये प्रूव करना है हमको. अब इसके लिए हमको कंस्ट्रक्शन करना पड़ेगा. We have to do some construction. This was for the theorem. Now I will be drawing this here and we are going to do the construction. So you have to be very attentive and see what I am doing. I will draw the diagram slightly smaller because we have to fit it here. So this is right triangle ABC. This is 90 degrees. This is 30 degrees. This is 60 degrees. Let this be hypotenuse h. We have to prove that this is half of h and this is root 3 upon 2 times h. Now we are going to do some construction. What construction we are going to do? I am telling you. Let us extend AB. AB को extend करना है. Okay sir, extend किया. And now on this extended segment AB, take a point C such that AB is equal to BC. AB is equal to BC. So now we have to join. Okay, C is already there. Let us take it as D. D. And now join CD. So this construction we will write here. Construction. Extend AB up to D such that A dash B dash D, you know this is called betweenness, and AB is equal to BD. AB is equal to BD. Join CD. Join CD. Okay sir, construction is over. Now I call this angle small a. I call this angle small b1. I call this angle small b2. I call this angle small d. And this is C1, this is C2. Let us have them. So now our proof starts. Proof. Remember, whenever we are going to use small angles, we should tell them in the proof, please consider the angles as shown in the figure. So I am writing that. Consider angle A, angle B1, angle B2, angle C1, angle C2 and angle D as shown in the figure. Whatever angles we are considering here have to be told to them. that please consider, because telling angle BAC is lengthier. Just tell angle small a, it's enough. Telling angle ACB is a long way. Just angle C1 is enough. So we named the angles. Now our construction is ready. This part we will not need, so we will remove it. Now it makes sense, and now we will go ahead. You know that if two triangles are to be proved congruent, there are some tests. What are the tests? Side test of congruence, side angle side test of congruence, angle side angle test of congruence, and there is a special test, RHS test, right hypotenuse side test. This RHS test is specially applicable for right triangles. So here right triangle is already there, but hypotenuse is not congruent to hypotenuse, we don't know. So let us see what is going to happen. You all know that angle B1 is 90 degrees and this is a straight line. So angle B1 plus B2 make a linear pair. Linear pair means two angles whose addition is 180. Out of B1 and B2, B1 plus B2 is 180, but this is 90, so this has to be 90, so this also becomes a right angle, linear pair angle. Now let us see what is happening. First I am telling you the proof, then I will write the same things. In right triangle ABC and right triangle DBC, in right triangle ABC and right triangle DBC, AB congruent to DB by construction. Why are these two sides congruent? By construction. Angle B1 congruent to angle B2, each 90 degrees. And BC congruent to BC, common side. So these two triangles become congruent by side angle side test. These two triangles become congruent. If these two triangles become congruent, their corresponding parts will be congruent. So if this angle is 60, its corresponding angle is D, this will also become 60. This is 30, its corresponding is C2, so this will also become 30. So this total angle will become 60, this total angle is 60, this angle is 60. Now in triangle ADC, 60, 60, 60, triangle ADC becomes an equilateral triangle. It means all sides are equal. So if this is H, this will also be H, this will also be H, no problem. Now focus here. B is the midpoint of AD by construction. So if this total is H, this will be half of H, that is what we want. Getting? So we found this side. Now how to find this side, side opposite to 60 degrees? We will use Pythagoras theorem. But if we have come till here, our 50 to 70% proof is over. So now whatever I told you, I am going to write in the form of proof. Let us start. Proof has already started. We told them, please consider the angles as shown in the figure. Now we say, what do we say? In right triangle ADB, see when you are writing, see that you are writing the correct correspondence. If your correspondence goes wrong, then they may deduct mark and even your solution may go wrong. You may not get the required proof. So if I am saying triangle ABC, I should say DBC. If I am saying CBA, I should say CBD. If I am saying ACB, I should say DCB. Correspondence is very important. To explain you correct correspondence, I will tell you. Corresponding means having the same position. See, my shirt has 2 buttons. In fact, 3 buttons. 3 buttons. Can you see here? These are the 3 buttons. This is the first button, second button, third button. Now, I also have 3 holes here. It has to have 3 holes. So, first button has to be put in the first hole, second in the second hole, and third in the third hole if at all I put it. If you tuck it in the wrong way, the correspondence goes wrong and people will laugh that sir is not able to put his right button in the right hole. So, correspondence is very important, my dear friends. Let us come here. So, I say in right triangle ABC and right triangle DBC, ABC, DBC, AB congruent to DB by construction. Reasons you should write. In geometry, when we are writing proofs, reasons are very important. Unless you write the reason or the justification, you will not get marks. I will write angle B1 congruent to angle B2, each 90 degrees. And you should write linear pair angles. Okay, sir. BC congruent to BC, common side. So if you see side angle side, side angle side, therefore triangle ABC congruent to triangle DBC by side angle side test of congruence. Remember, side angle side test is there in similarity also. Therefore, we should not write just side angle side. You should write side angle side test of congruence. Okay, sir. Now what is going to happen? Now, sir, if two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are congruent. So I will say therefore, first of all, angle A congruent to angle D. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. In CBSE, they write CPCT. But angle A is 60. Therefore, angle D is equal to 60 degrees. Since angle A is equal to 60 degrees given. Okay. Angle C1 congruent to angle C2, corresponding angles of congruent triangles. In CBSE, they say CPCT. But how much is angle C1? 30 degrees. So angle C2 is equal to 30 degrees. Since angle C1 is equal to 30 degrees given. Therefore, angle capital C, which is C1 plus C2, is equal to 60 degrees, 30 plus 30, angle addition property. Angle addition property. And angle A, okay, now already angle D was written. Now in triangle ACD, angle A is 60, angle C is 60 and angle D is 60. Therefore, triangle ADC is an equilateral triangle. Therefore, AC is equal to CD is equal to AD is equal to H, all sides equal. हाँ sir. Now AB plus BD is equal to AD is equal to H. Therefore, AB plus AB is equal to H, since B is midpoint. Therefore, what is happening, sir? AB is half of H. AB is half of H. So I am going to write here now, this is half of H. So we already got one thing, the side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse. Okay, sir. Now we have to find BC. We have to find BC. So to find BC, we are going to use right triangle ABC and we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So we will write AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, and the remaining side we can find out. So now we are going to do the next part, in which we are going to find BC. Okay, friends. Proved that one of AB is half of AC. If AC is H, we proved just now here that AB is half of AC. Now we have to find BC. So here we go. Now we will say, now in a right triangle ABC, in right triangle ABC, AB is square plus BC is square is equal to AC square by Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. I'm again telling you, in geometry, writing the correct reasons at the right place is very important. Now, AB, just now we found, is half of H. BC, we want to find. AC is H. Therefore, 1 upon 4 H square, 1 square 1, 2 square 4, H ka square H square plus BC square is equal to H square. Therefore, BC square is equal to, transfer this on this side, H square minus H square upon 4. H square 1 is H square. This is upon 1. The LCM will be 4. 4H square minus 1H square, which is 3H square upon 4. So, BC square. So, BC square is 3 by 4 H square. Taking square root of both sides, BC will be root 3 upon 2 H. So, we found this side, root 3 upon 2 H. So, this is 30, 60, 90 theorem. We have proved that in the 30, 60, 90 theorem, the side opposite to 30 degrees is half the hypotenuse and the side opposite to 60 degrees is root 3 upon 2 times the hypotenuse. So, this was a proof. It normally comes for 3 marks. It normally comes for 3 marks. State and prove 30, 60, 90 theorem. So, I hope you understood. If there are any still some doubts, you can visit this video again, study the video again, see it again. I am uploading it on my YouTube channel called Sri Agarwal Academy. Lot of things are uploaded there, a lot of playlist is there. You can browse through it and find it. I am also available on Facebook and Instagram. Do follow me so that you can get the latest updates also. Thank you very much for being with me. See you.